Welcome back, everybody, to the Confluence of Kheionism campaign with me, Dwarfbeat, where in the last episode we kicked the Vanberry Guild off of the southern shores of Amadia, and we also took a little island from them. And so that only leaves Osraport, who, I've been thinking, our religion is literally centered around making the ducats. Making the gold, making the bank, bringing back bacon to Kheionai. So, I've realized it might be in our interest, or I think it would be appropriate roleplay-wise, if we accepted any race that has a special connection with gold. Therefore, dwarves and gnolls, I think, would be acceptable to bring into the fold. I was also surprised to find out that, actually, of all things, the thought is a heresy of Kheionai, which I guess makes sense. We like gold, they like books. So perhaps the gnomes will become our allies. Or our subjects, whichever or. Same thing to me, really. So for things we're gonna do today... for one, I want to build up my navy. I want to get it... I've just started a bunch of construction on the shipyards because I've realized there's no way we're going to be able to beat Laurent in a straight-up land battle. Therefore, probably the way to go is to get a bunch of heavies and beat them up. So what we're going to do to start off is take Otikian, because this World Wonder is actually pretty good. Surprise, surprise. And I will post in the description what... the exact mod, the link to the Steam mod that we've been using to get these great projects. Pretty sure it's just called the Anbennar Alantir Monuments mod. I don't know. I'll post it in the description. Okay, but... Oh, break the trade relationship, you. Can I break it from my end? Yes, I can. I want to take your capital. You're more useful to me dead than you are alive. And we might as well just clean them up. Give the rest to my subject, Arpitifer. And awesome, we've got our cannon. We might as well attack the cannon stack. Just wipe out his army here and now. Okay. That's going to be a clear one on our end. Also, what I've done is I've ended our alliance with Dagakian, because I realized there's no reason to keep him alive anymore. We only kept him alive for the mission. We now got the money that we can afford another 20 light ships, and then I think I'm going to be good with them for a while. So the next priority after that is focusing on our military a bit. I wish we had access to soldiers' houses right now. They'd come in very clutch, but we don't. But that's okay. Things considered. Do we want to just kill you outright? Take your islands. This all will probably go to Medihabara. If we take a little bit less gold, we can break a rivalry, which gets us some prestige, which we're starting to lack in. We just finished a colony that I saw, to which, yeah, I don't think there's any real new land we can go towards, so, for that reason, I think it's time to start, basically, my strategy when it comes to colonizing is that I like to chunk little areas, and to explain further here. Okay, so let's say you have a choice between conquering all this tribal land and the tribes within it, or colonizing it. Which should you choose? Now, the fastest option is to... I can turn this down to speed 3 while I talk. Fastest option is to just straight up conquer it. And that will lead you to a situation like this, where the culture is not of your acceptance, which gives minus 25% tax, minus 25% manpower, and minus missionary strength. It also gives, because it's the wrong religion, minus 30% goods produced, and minus 30% tax. Plus about 5 unrest, depending on your heathen tolerance. So what that really means to me is that you are conquering a 3-dev province, with the caveat that it will be at 40% less effectiveness than a regular 3-development province. And yeah, we'll take back some of tradition. Now, what happens if you colonize it? Now, probably, if you're colonizing, you have access to the... Yeah, I don't need the money. What happens if you colonize it, and we're not giving that. We're giving that to the subject. What happens if you colonize it, and you have the age bonus? Or let's just say you don't have the age bonus. Well, then it just becomes a 3-dev province that has correct culture, correct religion, which in that case you can make the argument that you should probably have conquered it. But we do have the age bonus. So we get a 6-dev province that is right culture, right religion, versus taking a wrong religion, wrong culture province that ends up being a province working at about 60% efficiency of what a normal 3-dev province is. So in essence, we're taking a 2-development province versus having a 6-development province. So I'd ask, I'd ask anybody who does that how they would handle that situation. Since we got out of our war with Otikian, I saw something with... Yeah, we can continue to steal his trade. Sure, why not? It's not like he has any boats to fight us. Okay, on other things I wanted to do, I wanted to get started with annexing Kirka. Did I? I wanted to annex one of these guys. Arpidifer I'm keeping because... he has the ability in his mission tree to turn provinces into better trade goods, which is quite useful for us in the long term. Of course, I don't really know how long I'll be playing this campaign, but c'est la vie. Okay, so from Impekios, mostly just what we want is money. Gear trade would actually be more useful. War reps, a little bit less money, and we can break to end a rivalry. And I'm not going to touch Daeon or Neon or any of those guys because we have better things to do. We can more efficiently we can declare more efficient wars. Okay, so from Osraport, I want to get claims on just dang near about everything he has in the New World. Okay, that looks good. From you, I also want claims. If you can, prioritize coast provinces over inland provinces, or actually, let me restate that. Prioritize any province with a center of trade, then a trading post, then on top of that, a coast province. Assuming they're all the same development. The reason you do that is for trade purposes. You could also go by trade good, if you were planning to development, but... Oh, and we can expand. Oh, ran out of things. Okay, but for the time being, we are good. Safe. Oh, and we just finished up another colony. We can get started on yet another. I think I'm gonna block off this area so I can colonize it later. Yeah, we can get out of this war. Mostly just wanted the prestige. I'll upgrade us to an empire mostly because it's helpful in the immediate term. I'll do the whole roleplay later. I have a good episode planned for why we're gonna say we're declaring ourselves an empire. May or may not involve beating back Laurent. Okay, now for the next phase of the Grand Master Plan. I saw Mix is quite vulnerable, and oh wow, yeah, he's actually terrible on tech. That's surprising. So the reason I want to take Mix is because if you there are 2 trade nodes that lead out of a land here, and that's the Ruined Sea and Sela. Now, well, there's actually another one over here, but we don't talk about that. I think it's called the Bench Tiles. Yes, I think so. If you control the ruin, ideally you would want to place your trade capital in the Ruined Sea because it is the one node which can pretty much take from dang near everywhere in a land tier. Assuming you control... So my strategy for trade is I always want to control the upstream node, and I place my trade capital in the one downstream. Because then, typically the AI only pulls from the upstream node. But since I control the upstream node, nothing's flowing in between the two. Meaning you maximize your amount of trade value that stays in the node, and we can show this right here. So I control the majority of the Amadia node, and we can see very little is actually getting pulled forward into the Amadia node because I control so much here. So nobody's in the Amadia node that can pull to the Amadia node from our trade capital, meaning everything just stays in the Kheionai node. But I like money, and so we're gonna push further than that. Did those 20 light ships I ordered? Yep. We'll use them to help fight the Gnolls. The beautiful Gnolls. And we'll just go there next. Oh, yes, pre-stability. Gimme. Game. Okay, and this is done coring, which means we can get started with it. The reason I'm going with it is twofold. Advisor cost is really good, and global settler increase is even better. We're gonna... we can afford to spend some more. We can dish out on that. That effect is just so good right now. Any increase you can get to your settler spread is very useful. Okay. But let's get started on the war with Mix. I don't remember, what did I set the war goal to? Okay. We'll just go attack that real quick. Thank goodness he's dead, finally. He hated him. Since we're going to be conquering, we'll want more things. Yes, please. We're gonna go back to a... Really? Can I not go back to a plutocracy? I like plutocracy. I don't even think I was to begin with. We will go with oligarchy. Oh, yes! Oh, that is one of the best traits you can get. So the reason we got stuck in that crapshoot with bad point generation is because we devolved into a dictatorship, but with this guy, we might not have to worry about that. Because now we generate 2 Republican tradition every year. Oh, we are just getting the luck today. Okay, and we're just going to go straight from Mix's capital. I don't really want to take a ton off of him, other than mostly just these 2 island provinces, if I can. Although, seeing as how he has extra land, that's tempting. Okay, how much more does the next level of the thing cost? 4,500 for an extra 10 global settler increase, and I think that money would be better spent on... I'm sorry, I had to shut up there for a second. Gosh, I love... I should have used this soundtrack so many times ago. The Endless Legend soundtrack is amazing. Say what you will about Endless Legend as a game, but the soundtrack is superb. We can kill our spy network with Otikian. I'm gonna get one started on Arnkar. Oh, I know who Samercy is. Yeah, that could be useful. If you want my opinion on Endless Legend, I would give it a solid... 7 out of 10. I think it's on the same level that I would put Old World on. In that it is a 10 out of 10 in some regards. So I think Endless Legend is really... It is probably the perfect game if you want an economic sandbox to play around with, but just as Old World is probably the pinnacle in 4X combat right now, Endless Legend, I would say, is still the pinnacle in 4X economics right now. Or, if we're talking Civ-style economics, if we're talking not Civ-style economics, then EU4 takes that cake. But, yeah, the reason I call it a 7 out of 10 is even though it's the best economic, it has almost nothing else going for it. I really don't enjoy its combat system, which sadly goes for every other game in the Endless Studios repertoire. Can I do? No, you can only do 1 landing at a time. Yeah, which leads me into my critique of Old World, which is that its combat is really good, doesn't have anything else going for it. Meanwhile, I would say something like Civ 6 is a master of none, jack of all trades. But with that, there goes Mix's Navy. We can probably get out with this. Mostly I wanted to transfer their trade, so they would never... if they were going to pull from my node, they wouldn't be very effective in doing so. Nice, there's all that. Okay. So we'll get these boys back on the boats. We'll get all that cored up. Oh, nice, we don't even have to. We will finish off the Gakian. I probably don't even need... Oh, he got a fort. Okay. I'll pull back the cannon boys for now. We could start building up yet another Great Wonder. To which I say no. perhaps it is time to start thinking about the war with Laurenkar. But I think what's more appropriate to do so beforehand is build up some force limit first. Get back on the boat, boys. You got rebels to deal with. Yeah. Once I think we get some barracks in place, some larger manpower reserves, then I think we're perfectly fine to attack Laurenkar. Oh, did I lose my... Really? I lost my core? Oh, it's Otikian's core. Whoops. Okay, well that's building up. Who can we attack in the meantime? We could attack Daeon, who is allied to Neon. Why would I attack them? Good question. There is no real reason to. Okay. Well, in the meantime, let's go prep for the war with Osraport. We can core all this. Actually, we shouldn't have, because we're behind on tech. Oh well. What are you gonna do? I have rebels that I... Oh, I do. Okay. Oh, I know what we can do. We can get a spine arc going on you. And okay, should we just start the war with Osraport right now? I can't imagine it'll go too bad. When have things ever gone wrong for me? I'm having the flashbacks to the Laurenkar episode. Things definitely didn't go right in that episode. Okay, so from this guy, mostly what we want to do is A, cut him off, coast, stop him from colonizing, B, we're good. Take his money, C, we can take that. I know what we can do with the Kheionai. We can separate piece him. That should work out just fine. Okay, get that dealt with. And keep investing in regimental camps. That's the idea for right now. And again, this is the main reason why I focus on getting proper culture, proper religion, land so much, is because once you're done colonizing, you're gonna have to develop that land as a new world nation. You really only have so much that you can expect to colonize, which is why I focused on getting this area. Okay. And we'll just go straight on to Kheionai's capital. Hopefully that'll be it. And in the meantime, we can work on getting stuff happening. Okay, so from Kheionai, all that I want is those two provinces. I don't care about the money situation. Transferring trade would be cool. Actually, that would be amazing, because we could attack into Naratica. I'm going to start getting a spy network on. That could prove useful later on. And, yeah. Are the mages happy, by chance? No, but we could get them happy, couldn't we? No, I promised to get more trade power here. Okay, well, let's steal some maps of West FLA. If I can. Nope. Yes. Good. Oh, somebody's getting whacked. by Wesdam. Ooh, that's actually kind of annoying. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. Because if Wesdam creates a colony here, I can attack it. Anyway, we will come back from you for the time being. We will get a spy network on you. There's Kheionai's capital. Nice. Pretty sure the League War is happening right now. I know. Noticed a sharp drop in performance. Okay, we just finished up a colony. Let's pull back from you two. We need to start a couple more. We will go... Actually, let's start pushing towards this. That requires that. Okay. In that case, then, push towards this shoreline. I'm going to cut up through here. Alright, so from Kheionai, I want what I said I wanted. Oh. Okay. Surprising lack of war score. No big deal, we just gotta slap them around a little bit more. And fine, pay the rebel scum. Like I said, there's the colonist. We'll actually got a third one started here. That's got 20 in it, okay. Get started on that. Oh no, he's destroying my boats. That's not cool, man. Go away. Now do you want out, Kheionai? No. How about if I drop the transfer trade? Nope. We're just gonna have to island hop. It's the simplest fix. Fleet there. Oh, we can get the next. Oops, I forgot to make the mages happy. Herp. We can probably spend all this extra money that we're getting from trade now on upgrading advisors. Come on. One thing I do want to do, though, is put some of this back into developing with Diplo points. And, okay. Or do I want to... No. I was going to say, do I want to wait until the thing is ready? Oh, this definitely does not need a... Yeah, let's get that there instead. Oh, and it needs a... Yeah. Whoops. Okay. We'll get that up higher. Because this 5 is really powerful right now. I got my claim on you. I can declare that anytime I feel like it. So we'll put those boys there. Recruit yet another general, get him to just sit. Mercantilism's really good. I'm not giving that speech again. I've given that speech too many times. On why I like mercantilism. Alright, any chance you want out now? Nope. Our colony in Ugo is finished. Somebody definitely had fun with that. Still no. We are going to keep the guy, because I like PowerPoints. PowerPoints are very nice. And because he has the useful trait. Penal colonies are good. For business. Not if you want to keep your empire. Much like Australia. And okay. There's all that. We get the province on the other side of the continent, which allows us to start fabricating. That's really all I cared for. And now we can go to fight, what's his face? Osraport proper. We'll take that. It'll come in handy in a little bit, and I'll invest in a couple more. Okay. So that's good. Took care of those rebels. We are sieging down what's his face, right? Yeah. At least my subjects can take care of it. Or Fitifer, the good boy that he is. Right. And now we'll take him over to Osraport, who again, just want the coast. In fact, I don't even care about the money. War ropes would be more useful. Okay, so now that we've got all this land next to Kheionai, we're gonna get started on Neratica. Which, ooh, the Bone Citadel. Nope, doesn't work for us. You need to have a religion. Nope, we do not have. Oh, and the dwarves are apparently putting up a fight. That's neat. I don't think they have the army to win. Hopefully not. Really close, though. But they died. Let's make sure they die, please. Wonderful. Kill them dead. Dead. Just... There we go. Now we just need to siege that down and we're good to go. We can go ahead and get the next Diplotech. And I reckon all we need to do is take out Osraport's capital. Oh, he'd probably even... Yeah, he would get out right now. Do I want that? For the low price of an extra... Wonder what I can get if I take his capital. Let's see what's behind door number 2, please. Game. Ooh, nice. And there is Gakian's capital, meaning he returns to the fold. And beautiful. Okay. So with Osraport, we're taking this island because I want control over Soruin's trade. Mostly just to complete our little trade empire we've got going here so far. And we're going to snake our way up this coast. And we'll actually take the higher professionalism. So why not? And beat the ever-living crap out of his navy. Only because he built heavies. I do not like heavies. Screw you if you build heavies. Cool. And I would say that's a perfect... Oh yeah, look at that. Much better. So much better. Once we get rid of these natives, things will look great. But, as always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more Kheionai.